Yes, you read that right. Steve from PC Budget Solutions is reviewing a case from Antec. Now you guys and girls, if you followed me over the years, you probably know, and I don't have this right, maybe I did. You probably know that while I've used Antec cases in the past, they are kind of avoidable. They've been not good cable management. If you remember, the 900 had all those bays you had to remove with all those screws and just to get to the fans, and then the 200 just doesn't have good cable management. They are simplistic, but they really haven't kept up with the times. But I'm hoping that changes today. If you look at Antec on Newegg, for example, or Amazon, I think they're on Amazon as well, you'll see RGB. You'll see different form factors. You'll see attractive looking cases. So here's hoping that the Antec DP301M micro ATX case for $60 is going to change my mind about Antec and hopefully recommend it in the future. I don't actually have an answer for you, but together, hopefully we'll come up with a conclusion. So here we go. That part's already open. Okay, so this is ready to open. Sweet. I don't recall doing it, but it's definitely possible during shipping, but it wasn't opened. It just had a little cut on the tape there. So, no harm, no foul. So I'm making sure my address isn't listed for display. That would be not too fantastic. Okay, so it's a nice micro chassis. Oh God, I can feel it now. I'm just gonna do it. Ooh, I heard that one. The foam has a little crack, but it survived for the most part, which is good. It is hard foam, which honestly, for a case that cost me $60 plus shipping and tax, I forget if I paid to ship it or not. Not expecting soft foam by any stretch. There we go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing some decent things here. We have a dust filter up top, which is good. Let me see if this is, it said tempered glass. Hopefully it's not a plastic side panel. That's the hope. I believe they probably wouldn't mislabel that. But I'm looking at the way this is mounted, I'm pretty sure it is tempered glass. So it even says tempered glass. So this is most likely tempered glass. Let's go ahead and get this side panel off pretty quickly here. Okay, let's get some peel action going on here. So I am struggling with something. I don't know how to get this tempered glass off without tilting it. And that's actually how you have to do it. Not a fan, but I will take it. So let's take a look at what we got here. So we have, ooh, we actually have a dust filter. Okay, good stuff. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. So first things first, what I like about this case, it is a micro ATX case. That was actually part of the decision of getting this case. I did want to go micro ATX, so we went that route. It does have a power supply shroud, so that's important. This is steel, this is not plastic. So I don't know the removability of this. Now it looks like it's, I think it's riveted in there, so you're not gonna remove it. But we do have a gap right here, which is good. So let me lean this towards you. We do have a gap for radiator support. Let's go ahead, let's take a look at the IO, then we'll take the front off. So we have power. We have, these are not tactile, so, oh. Well, that's already a mark off. That broke. So I'm gonna have to take the front panel off and see what's going on with that. We have a reset, 2 USB headphone microphones. So this lights up. There should be an LED light here. That's what that mode is for. So just so you guys know. And we'll take a bigger look at that. I'm not particularly happy about that. There's too much clearance to the button. That's actually a problem, but we'll cross that bridge when I get there, see functionality. Dust filter. It looks like we have room for about 3 fans. Now I don't know if you can stick a 360 rad in here though, but we definitely do have support for It looks like 300, or here, let's actually grab a fan and take a look here. So we put one up here, we'll put one here. Yep, this can fit 3. So you can probably do with the thickness, you might be able to squeeze a 360 rad. Let me get a better look here. Yeah, you could fit a 360 rad in here, which is pretty cool for a more budget case like this. Let's go ahead and put the dust filter back on. It is magnetic. It doesn't fall into place. It does just sit on there, so that is something to note. Let's go ahead and get the front panel back on here. Perfect. Let's take a look at the back here, and we'll see how much room we have here. So this is SSD only, so my system that I'm putting in here, so I don't really have to worry about mechanical drives, but it does have some support for mechanical drives. It looks to be 2. So we have 2 there, and then we have 2 SSD drive bays here, so that's pretty neat. I'll probably put it here because I think there'll be more room there. Looks like the power supply will get in relatively easy. We have a lot of room there. But overall, I'm not happy about the QC. I like this, I like this, I like this, sorry. These are removable, they don't break out. So other than the QC of this button, which is a problem, and it might actually result me in sending it back, not a bad case overall, really not. So I found the issue. I'm not sure if it's fixed or not. It's nothing that a little bit of glue won't fix. So in this corner right here, this board was hanging down. So now that I pushed it up, we have some click action. So if it's an issue, I will definitely glue it. There is no traces on this part of the board, so it's definitely, it's not bad, but just note that if you're not really savvy with this stuff, you may have not been able to figure that out. So that is that. It is not the end of the world as we know it. It's not necessarily good, but it's not the end of the world either. So we will live either way. The other thing I want to show everybody here, once I find it, is, where are you? So this LED should have some sort of controlling mechanism. We do have power, which is good, but it should be controllable other than by the front portion. I know it has a mode button. If that's all it has, that is a little bit disappointing, just a little bit, because all we have is a SATA power connector. Let's take the front off again one more time here. So, yeah, there's just a button. Let's see. This. That is to the HD audio, which is very interesting. So let's trace this here. Oh, that's to the front panel. Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, that's because the front panel I/O is there. So, and that's to the USB. So that's kind of disappointing, but it'll still look cool nonetheless. I mean, for a $60 case, I'm not sure, you know, how nice everything can be. You know, definitely a little bit disappointed about the QC on that portion, but now it seems to be fine. So let's wrap her up. So conclusion, what I think about this case. So clearly this is build logs coming soon. I like it. The issue with the buttons, fixed. Really haven't run into that, but we'll keep an eye on it. Unfortunately, it came on the exact same color as the ARGB, but it was just lucky. So you do have to cycle through. It does have most of the colors as rainbow, so that's fine for me. I don't need this to be necessarily sync with the rest of the system. Deep Cool though does, so that is definitely a plus on their end. But for a micro ATEX system, I'm okay with that because this is a power supply shroud. The back pieces don't break away, so you kind of give and take when you're spending like less than $80 in a case. So I'm happy. It's a good case. We actually have dust filters for the power supply, dust filter here, dust filter here. Backside wasn't too bad. So I think in my build log, you guys will actually see the cable management was fine. I'd probably say maybe not a high-end rig. I would say definitely favors more of a smaller micro ATEX, not a full micro ATEX case, or board rather, although it did work fine, but I'm just saying like there were a lot of cables back there, and there was enough tie-offs, but it just doesn't look super clean in the back. But it's fine, honestly. So I do recommend the case. It's a good buy for 60 bucks. It's a good micro ATEX case. I don't really see have it to be really issues with ventilation. I mean, it does have a little opening in the bottom. It does have ventilation here, and it's not like right up against it, so I suspect it should be fine. If not, I'll tell you guys in a later video. If you do like this video, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button, but definitely get subscribed. Buy this case in the link in the description below. And as always, guys, this is Steve from PC Budget Solutions, and I'll see you all later on down the road.